so style tweaking. Yeah. Everything she got on her own. Never needed nobody, yeah. Now she all alone. Got her own car, crib, job, yeah, she real grown. If you need some company, then just hit my phone. I was thinking.
Hey y'all, so you've already seen this title before because I just filmed a video. I'm probably gonna film one more. So I decided to film a video for Military Monday, and this video is going to be on my basic training experience. I didn't write anything down, so this literally from me off the top of my head. So, and then I work in the basic training environment right now, so I can kind of still remember like the things that we did. So yeah, so I left for, actually when I post this video, this will be my 5-year anniversary in the Army. So woo, you know, yeah, made it 5 years. Yeah, so yeah, I left for the basic training on September 9th, 2014, and today is September 9th. Well, when I post this video, it'll be September 9th, 2019. So yeah, I left for the Army September 9th, 2014. And the first mistake I want to say I did was I went and bought stuff prior to coming to basic training. That was not a smart idea. Like, I literally brought a duffel bag with me full of stuff. And I think I had my book bag too. So I had a book bag, a duffel bag. It just wasn't, it wasn't smart, okay? It wasn't smart at all. So if you're going to basic, do not bring anything. Don't buy anything, okay? Because they give you money. When you get there, you'll get this little card and it'll be like $300, $500 on there. I think it's like 3 something or 2 something, and you'll spend that money to buy everything you need. Okay, underwear, because you can't wear your own civilian underwear. It'd be underwear, sports bras, pads, soap, wash towels, all of that. So don't even think about buying anything. It's just, you're wasting your money. Okay, don't even do it, because I did it and I was just like, damn, like, why did I even buy any of this stuff? Because I wasted money. Okay. So I got to reception. I think I was at reception for like a week or a couple days. I don't really remember. And I'm just gonna be honest, okay? I cried in reception. I tell all the trainees this whenever I talk to them. Like, I cried in reception because I was just like, what the hell did I get myself into? Like, why am I even here? Like, it ain't even started yet. Like, I still had my phone and everything during reception. I was just like, I can't do this. Like, why am I here? Like, what did I just do? Like, why did I just let this happen? So yeah, I was in reception for a few days. During reception, you in process and everything. You go through medical. They make sure you take pregnancy tests and make sure you're not pregnant, things like that. Just make sure your health is up to date. So they basically do what they did at MEPS, just there, just to make sure you're ready to ship. So I get to basic training, and I was not prepared. Like I told y'all in another video, I told y'all how I couldn't do 1 push-up before I joined the Army. Like, I was not prepared for anything. Like, I originally didn't even want to join the Army. I wanted to go to the Air Force, so my mom was stuck on the Air Force's requirements. So I was not prepared for the Army at all. Like, I think my first 2 miles was like 25 minutes, bro. Like, it was bad, okay? It was bad. It was bad. I'm not a long distance runner, especially not for time. Like, I did cross country in middle school and I almost died, okay? I almost died. I had to get that shit up, okay? I know that, well, I've learned for myself that when I was running, I am a short distance runner. So, like, I can sprint, you know, that's about it. For like a short amount of distance, I can't sprint for a whole, no, you give me a short distance and I'll sprint it and be good. So I should have did track. I should have did track, you know, the relay races. I should have did that because I would have been good. Like, I would have been good for that little short distance, but after that, I'm done. Don't ask me for nothing else, because that's all you get up out of me. That's all manager right there. So let's see. My drill, I wish I had because I used to write letters to my mom, my grandmother, my ex. Like, I used to write letters to them. Well, not really my grandma, because she really didn't understand, but my mom, she went to basic training and everything. So I used to like write in detail, like letters in detail of what was going on throughout my basic training. So my basic training was at Fort Jackson. I was in Charlie Dang, I just had a paper. I was cleaning my house and I just found like a paper of me sending off mail or receiving mail, and it had my company thing. I really don't even remember. But I was in Charlie Battery, a Charlie company. One something at Fort Jackson. So let me see. So yeah, I had a really hard time in basic, just with the physical, aspects and stuff like that. Let me see. So we did this thing called the confidence course. I hated that. Like, no ma'am. Like, everything in basic physically, I just was not prepared for. Like, I'm still surprised I'm still here today, like 5 years later, because just the physical demandings of the Army was just, at that time, I was just like, oh my gosh, like, how am I gonna make it past this? It took me a lot. Like, it took me a lot. So I be understanding when I be seeing trainees. Hold on, y'all, it's hot. So like, I understand when I be seeing trainees like go through stuff, because it's like I was there, and I tell them all the time, like, look, I was where y'all was at. I was struggling with things in basic, but here I am now, 5 years later, and still struggling. Still struggling, but I'm here, and I'm making it do what it do, and I'm just trying to continue to go on for as long as I can go on. So yeah, so basic was just, basic was just not, So okay, so let me see. So yeah, we did the confidence course, and we had to do, like, it was literally confidence. Like, we was crawling in the mud, like running, climbing over walls and everything. And then what did they call it? Dang. Treadwell towers. We just did, like, my class, because we just started a class in my unit right now. So they just did treadwell. And I remember treadwell, and I was talking to them while they were there, while they were waiting and everything. I was just talking to them, telling them, like, hey, I remember doing this, like, the rope burn. I got rope burn, okay? Because that rope being around your legs and stuff, and then you have to, like, pull on it. It was just, I got rope burn, okay? So basically, I'm just going to hit up the big key points about basic and just tell you how my experience was with it. Okay, for the ruck marches, man, y'all not the only, like, the people that are going through it now, or that's going into the Army. Like, you're gonna get freaking blisters, okay? Like, I had the little blisters on the back of my ankle from the boots. I think it's inevitable. Like, you're gonna get it. I don't know how to avoid it. Let me see what else. The field exercises, they don't do well. My battery does not do it. I don't know if other battalions do it at my, or the batteries do it at my unit. But when I was at basic, we used to dig foxholes. So we would have to dig a hole in the ground that's not too deep, but deep enough and long enough for our whole body to sit in. And we'll have to, like, the only part that we out of the foxhole is our arms and our weapon. Like, we'll just be pulling security. So I like that. I am not an I don't really think I'm an outdoors type of person. Like, I mean, not really, not to the point where I'm camping. I probably would go camping, but like what we did in basic, like laying in dirt like that, I would have never done before. Like basic was when I was my dirtiest. That's why I don't see how people now, like, or even people back then in basic used to be like all booed up and stuff. Like, you your dirtiest, your ugliest. Like, how do you even be worried about that? Like, I don't get it. But anyway, yeah. So so yeah, the foxholes, I like that. I like being in the field in basic. It was fun. Like, we made fun of it because we was all going through the same thing. We was all trying to accomplish the same goal. So we just made fun out of it. That's how you get through basic. That's how you get through anything in the military, really. But basic, like, really, like, you just gotta make fun out of it. You gotta make the best out of it to get through it. So yeah, so the fields, we did that. And I know now, like, their first field, my class's first field is this upcoming week, and they only out there for one day. And I think they're out there. I don't know. I gotta find out for the future days, but I don't remember how long we were out there. Like, I think we went to the field 3 times, I believe. Let me see. Then we went to the range week. We would have to zero. We would be in EST, so it's like a game type setting, and you lay down, and it's a big old monitor in the back, and you gotta like hit the targets with your. I think it was a. It was a simulator type of thing, just to get us ready for going out there with the weapons and stuff like that. So you had to group and zero, and then you had to qualify after you grouped and zeroed. Grouping and zero is just making sure, like trying to get you to a point where your weapon, where you are comfortable enough with your weapon to where you can get your hits all in one area. And once you get that, you can go on to the next step to qualify. And with qualifying, they give you 40 rounds, and you just shoot the targets. And if the more you get, you have to get at least, I believe, either 23 or 26 in order to qualify. Like, that's the lowest you can get, and the highest you can get is 40, because you only get 40 rounds. So yeah. Let me see what else. And you do it in 3 different positions. You do it in the prone position, prone supported, prone unsupported, and then the kneeling position. For me, I like the kneeling position. Of course, the prone supported position. The prone unsupported position, not too much. But yeah. Let me see what else. So yeah, those are the 3 positions you're doing in. And when I was in basic, we went to one range, and I got to shoot a grenade launcher. That was like, I told them that was like that was one of like the exciting things I did in basic. I got to shoot a grenade launcher, and it was just so cool. Like, just did a poop, and then you look like, okay, where it go, and then it hit, and then the smoke pop out. It was just the colorful smoke. It was just like, that was really exciting for me. Okay, and that was like, I'm like, dang, like look at me, you feel me? I thought I was doing something. But yeah, that was really exciting for me. I like the machine guns. You just gotta make sure you have it rested properly, or you can fuck yourself up. Okay, so make sure you pay attention. They tell you where to sit the butt stock, because you can really fuck yourself. Like my mom, she said she messed up her shoulder because she didn't have it placed right or something like that. The kickback, like, push your shoulder back or something like that. So yeah, you gotta be very careful when you having it. So make sure you pay attention when they tell you how to hold it. But that was cool because it had a tracer on there, so you was like seeing where your bullets were gonna go. So I like that. The gas chamber was cool. I was nervous at first. I'm like, dang, I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know what to expect. But it was cool. I was sick during that time. So if you're sick when you go through the gas chamber, you will not be sick anymore. I promise you. Okay, because when you come out that gas chamber, all of your sickness is gonna be all over your face, and they take pictures of you to show your family on family day and graduation. It's so embarrassing, but I wasn't sick no more, so I don't care. And then on Halloween, I did grenades, and grenades was cool. It was cool. This one girl, I think okay, so the hardest part for me was trying to, so we was on like the side of a building, and then so you're right here. The front of the building is right. Okay, so you're right here. The front of the building is right there. So you're on the side of the building, and it's a door right here. So you gotta look. I think you gotta look over, and then come back, and then you gotta throw. You gotta throw the freaking grenade inside the door to try to like blow people up in their inside up, quote unquote. I think this one girl threw it, and it went around, because the drill sergeant's on the other side, I believe. So I think she threw it and it went around to the other side where the drill sergeant was, and it was just a whole mess. Like, I think they shut down the range for a little minute. I'm trying to think of what else we did. I don't remember what it's called, but I remember Battle Buddy movements. I remember doing that. So it's like one of the things I remember us doing, we were like trying to not invade, but like trying to go into a house and secure it. So we were practicing that. That was pretty cool. we was practicing moving in like teams and everything with our weapons and how to move as a team. Nick and Night was a lot of fun. Let me see. Yeah, Nick and Night was a lot of fun. They had us shook, okay? And I was nervous as ever. So you basically have to low crawl with your weapon, I believe. I believe it's with your weapon. If not, you just have to low crawl. You got to low crawl while they're shooting over you. So you got to low crawl while they're shooting over you, and so you make it to the end. And then I believe that was a graduation requirement. But that was really fun because they tried to scare you and everything, but then come to find out later on it really wasn't what they were saying it was, or making it seem like how it was. But yeah, it was really fun. That was fun. Let me see what other big events. So on the last Ruck March, that's like the week or so before graduation. So what we did, we was coming back, and we was coming back to our rites of passage. And so you marching back to where you go for your rites of passage, and then they tell you about, oh, you completed basic, you're now about to be an American soldier, blah, 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 and you know, a little spiel. It's a great ceremony. It's different everywhere you go. And then you put on your berets and everything. Oh, let me talk about that too. So I think like week 5 or week 6, you're gonna go and you're going to get fitted for your dress uniform for graduation. That was really exciting. That just like that's like, okay, you're almost there, like you're doing good, keep going. So yeah, that was exciting. We had 3 PT tests. Now they're starting to incorporate the ACFT and basic training to just get you prepared and everything like that. So that's good. And that's all I can really think about for basic. Like family day where I was from, like family day where I went was very exciting. Like, so we came through the wood line, they blowing smoke and stuff, so we're walking through the smoke. So, and just like coming into, I think it was a football field in a stadium, like football field area, and you're marching or whatever in formation, and then your family's in the stands, and then they do their whole little spiel, you do all your little stuff, and they say, you know, family members, go get your soldiers, and then the family members are coming running down the stairs and everything to come to you. So that was pretty cool. But here they do it so differently. Here, you just come to our barrier area. They show you, you know, they do a little demonstration of things that, like how the transformation from how your child left you to where they are now. And then you get them, and you get to go with your family for the rest of the day. You gotta come back at a certain time, and then the next day you get ready for graduation and things, and then you go off to AIT. Another thing I just remember, and now I can't remember. So yeah, another thing I remember is we got to be I think it was like the last week of basic. We got to mimic or impersonate. We got to impersonate anybody in our battalion. I mean, in our unit, in our battery. So people was impersonating drill sergeants, the commander, the first sergeant, all types of stuff. And it was fun. And of course, they smoked us afterwards. And I think we had like pizza or something. We had like some type of, like, we were able to eat like real food. And they smoked us afterwards, of course. But yeah, that was my basic training experience. It taught me a lot. It taught me that I can push myself and I can do things that I didn't think I could do, because I really was like, I can't do this. Like, I'm not, I was just like, I don't know if I can do this. This is crazy. Like, what am I doing? What I just get myself into? And, you know, just throughout the years, I've just used, like I always say, use your reasoning for joining to get you through everything, because the military is very trying. It's going to test you and push you to your limits, and limits that you thought was your limits and they really aren't. But it's just remembering why and what you want out of the military, what's gonna keep you going. So that's literally what kept me going. So that was pretty much my basic training experience in a nutshell. I love my drill sergeants. Like I had a male drill sergeant, a female drill sergeant. The female drill sergeant, dang. her name is on the tip of my tongue. I can't even remember her name, but she was a bodybuilder, so she loved smoking us, okay? She loved smoking us. Dang, I remember her name, but I cannot freaking think of it. It's like on the tip of my tongue. But yeah, she used to smoke us all the time. And then my other drill sergeant, Hurd, that was my male drill sergeant. He was more chill. And I told my mom on graduation day, like, this is my stepdad. Like, this is my second, third father. Like, here he is. Because he really pushed me, you know, in basic and just helped me out. He knew that I was struggling, like, just being away from family and then just struggling with the environment and everything. So he was really, really helpful. And not just to me, but, like, people in our platoon and then people in other platoons. Like, he was just really a great person. And he really, really helped me get through basic. So I really appreciate that. I don't know where he is now. I used to keep up with him. I don't know if he's still in now or not, but yeah, he was really, really, really awesome. Oh, and my drill sergeant name was Drill Sergeant Carrie. I remember her. Yeah, Drill Sergeant Carrie. She was so cool. She was crazy. I could tell she was wild on the weekends. Her personality was just great. Like, she was just, yeah. If I had a chance to work with her now that I'm in the basic training unit, I would love it, because it's like, Drill Sergeant, like, wow, like, this is what you really like. But yeah, she was cool. But yeah, Drill Sergeant Carrie, Drill Sergeant Hurd, those are my two drill sergeants. And yeah, they were a good team. It was a good balance. Like, she was more disciplinary and he was just the more chill type. But if he had to, like, he was really like the father type. Like, you didn't want to disappoint him type shit. Like, if he got mad, he got mad once and he dropped us once in basic, and we was just like we really just got in trouble. Like, oh my God, like, we really just made him mad to the point where he dropped us. Like, oh my God. So yeah, it wasn't bad at all. Yeah, basic, you just gotta make the best out of it. And I tell everybody that all the time. You just gotta make the best out of it and just get through it, push through it. You didn't come all this way and do all of this stuff just to quit or just to not do it, not finish. So you just gotta push. You just gotta keep on thriving. You gotta go through it to get through it. Okay? You gotta go through it to get through it. But yeah, so that's my basic training experience. I'm then going to tell you guys my AIT experience, my Korea experience, being pregnant in Korea, giving birth in Korea, all of that. I'm gonna just that's gonna be different videos. So so yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, just don't worry, they're coming. Every Monday I'm gonna do a military video. So yeah, so happy 5-year anniversary to me. Woo woo. And thank you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.
You want mine too, so stop tweaking. Yeah. Everything she got on her own. Never needed nobody else. Now she all alone. Got her own car, crib, job. Yeah, she real grown. If you need some company, then just hit my phone. I was thinking.